home to New York. I'm actually at our other house in Pennsylvania. Because if I had to leave back home, I would have never made traffic to make it on what's Verse TV at 30.
Well, thank you. And we're almost there. And we're live right now. So going live, here are the 5 general Verse TV questions that we ask all of our guests. And first question is, if you had all of the money, power necessary, what would you do change that you feel would most benefit the LGBT plus community?
Wow. I would make extensive programs for housing for the LGBTQ community and make sure that there were less homelessness with the LGBT community youth, and make adult day service programs for them. And that's it. Yeah, get them off the streets and get them in the right direction of life, because there's a lot of life to offer. There's a lot to life. If you live right, if you're able to live right, if you're able to have a roof over your head, and you're able to eat a good meal and have support, have people listen to you and be able to resurrect the story that you've been through, like things that you've been through, and be able to, communicate with the people that's been through the same struggles and strives as you. So I would give and help out.
Excellent. That's beautiful. And yes, unfortunately, it is true. A lot of the LGBT youth need housing because they are often, not always, because, sometimes people, there are people who have wonderful families and people who have not as wonderful families. And those not as wonderful families can kick the kids out of the house, and therefore leaving them requiring housing. So yes, that's all beautiful, and it's great that you are willing to help out. Excellent. All right. Now, question 2 starts with a quote, and the quote is, "Ask not where I live, or what I like to eat, or how I comb my hair, but ask me, what am I living for? In detail. Ask me what I think is keeping me from living fully for the thing I want to live for." Now that's a quote by Thomas Merton. And the actual question is, what is your goal in life, and what is slowing you from achieving that goal?
Well, my goal in life is to be the greatest person that I can be. And what's holding me back from that is myself, because I am my worst critic. I tend to sabotage myself at times through fear. Sometimes with all of the self-confidence that I may have, I feel that it's kind of low in the ways where I tend to second guess myself sometimes. So I am my own worst critic. So I am the problem that can hold me back in ways. So it's me, it's working on me. So I can only work to make myself a better me. So I won't have the fears of trying new things in life.
Okay. So making yourself the best you possible. And yes, it is you who has the largest potential to hold yourself back, and you're working through that. So you can be the best you possible. I love it, because I always say, I try my best to do my best. And really in life, that's all we can do.
That's right.
Yes, I love it. Now, this question, What is your deepest tea, i.e., something that you've never shared on media before, but something that you're willing to share with us, of course, your deepest tea. Gotta dig deeply.
I don't know because I think I have a lot of we all have a lot of deepest tea, but this is tea that I'm willing to share. I don't wow, you asked me these things. Wow, 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 wow. Do I have to answer that? um the deepest tea, deepest tea, deepest tea, deepest tea. Oh God. Okay. That that in my youth I was real wild and I actually had to go to rehab for a whole month. Okay, that's my deepest tea to clean myself up. Okay.
All right.
Now we know, and that wasn't known. I never let anyone know that, but now we know. Because we all have beginnings and we all have to pick ourselves back up and clean ourselves up to where we. So I guess I shared my deepest tea.
Very true. And not only that, but your deepest tea was also a helpful story of overcoming. So,
Yes,
yes, right on, brother.
thank you.
What are some stumbling blocks that you've encountered, that you've had on your path up, and how did you overcome?
Well, there was a lot of stumbling blocks, and like I said again in a previous question, it was me. It was fear of going further than I felt that I can go because as of now, I felt that I could have made my company flourish more if it wasn't for my fears of not being able to do something that I was scared to even try to do in the first place. So again, I was my own self-destruction mechanism. On the way up, I stopped myself from many opportunities that I feel bad that if I felt I can do it again, I would do it and not think about, oh, I can't do it, or I might not be able to do it to perfection. I would just try it, but I never just tried. So that's not good. That's not good being scared to try new things, knowing that you can do it. That's why you have to have faith in yourself.
Absolutely. So encouraging, so inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love it. Yes, you do have to have faith in yourself, believe in yourself.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Yes. All right. Now, fifth and final question from this part. And what are some things that you would like to be left in the time capsule, a legacy for your work?
Wow. I would like to leave in a time capsule that I was able to work with Naomi Campbell in 1999 when she had her fall at the spring and summer show of Ally McQueen. And she fell, and I was the one who actually helped her. What was one of the ones who actually helped her up? So if I can put that moment in a time capsule, I would. It was very iconic for me.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, that is great. Yes. And Naomi Campbell, oh my,
Yeah.
and you speaking of overseas, because she is overseas in London.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So that's great. Wow.
That
You
was that was my first time in London Fashion Week. And this had happened in 1999. And then I seen her again the second year in 2000, the Harper's Bazaar show. But it was an experience. And I could have went further, going back to that other question about being preventive. I could have went further with that if I was not too scared to introduce myself formally and to, you know, have a stronger, what can I say, have a stronger energy toward what I was doing at that time. You know, I was still in school and I was going to fashion shows and stuff like that, but I was not a very secure person within myself, not with thinking that I can do things, you know, so. But that's what I would put in the time capsule. That was a time.
Well, absolutely. That's amazing. And you've had an amazing story. Now, we will ask, where can you be found on social media?
Well, I can be found at www.transparentstylefashion.org, or I can be found at Transparent Style on Instagram, or Transparent Style Fashion 913 on Facebook, or Duquan White on Facebook.
Very cool. Excellent. Thank you very much for giving us all of the tea from
Well,
I'm sorry.
But thank you very much, Aaron, for having me, and I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Daquan White of Transparent Style. Yes. Thank you very much. And we will close out week 112. Well, we're going to turn off the live.